Hey there all, Jeff Larson here, Executive Director of Bushwick Northwest. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. This whole thing started back in 2009 when I walked into a bar in Brooklyn to see music inspired by Kurt Vonnegut. I didn't know what to expect, but the energy behind the songwriters and audience was like no other performance I'd seen before. I knew what I had to do next. When I moved back to Seattle in 2010, I wanted to share the idea with the music scene here, and it's been truly remarkable to see the Bushwick Seattle community grow. Now here we are, launching our 10th anniversary season at a time when art and conversation are as vital as ever. Thank you for keeping books and music part of your world, and here's to the next 10. And now for someone who's been with us from the very start. He's written countless songs inspired by books. He's the Associate Director of Bushwick Northwest. He's the Bushwick Quiz Master, and tonight, he's your host. Give it up for Wes Waddell.
Thank you, Jeff. So glad you walked into that bar back when, well, we were mostly worried about swine flu. What a time. Thank you for joining us, for taking a moment amid all that you're holding these days to take a chance with a little art, a little community, and maybe a little nothing. Though published before our pandemic lockdown, Jenny Odell's remarkable book is a bit of lightning in a bottle for 2020, an extraordinary distillation of the digital world so many of us inhabit, and perhaps a hopeful roadmap for tangible resistance. As fearless leader Jeff Larson mentioned, tonight's show kicks off the Bushwick Book Club Seattle's 10th anniversary season. Wow! And we have a great lineup of books and musicians in the wings to bring you original music however we can for the next 9 months. Mark your calendars. We look forward to reincorporating live elements into the shows as we're able, and we also have special guests and surprises planned to celebrate the milestone, including cameo appearances throughout the year from Bushwick alum, special partnership presentations, and our ongoing collaboration with Jack Straw Cultural Center, releasing videos of songs inspired by this year's Jack Straw Writers Anthology. Episode 1 featuring musician Nick Masankai and poet Maisha Banks Manson just dropped earlier this week, so check it out on our social platforms, evil as they may be. If you're new to the Bushwick premise, our performances feature a rotating cast of songwriters and artists who have each received a commission to write and perform new work especially for the event, inspired by their experience of reading that month's book. For streams, we welcome your tax-deductible donation in lieu of a ticket charge to support the work and ensure its sustainability. Click over to the bushwickbookclubseattle.com/donate or bit.ly/howtodonuff, where forms are waiting. Tonight you'll hear brand new songs from Aaron Starkey, Kate Olson, Jon Yoon, Sean Morse, Ben Mish, Rowdy Maggie, Jaspar Lepak, and Kristin Chambers, plus guests and surprises, and of course the Bushwick Quiz. So let's get right to the music and Bushwick veteran Aaron Starkey.
You didn't care if you were bought or sold, as long as you got something. You didn't wonder where it goes, and you saw nothing. Your words were not shown, your pictures bought and sold, and yet you seem calling. Won't forget where to rest my head. I won't forget where to rest my head. I won't forget where I can reach the end. Won't forget where I can rest my head. Hit the likes, don't stop to wonder why I'm still wanting. Those lazy songs, those early nights, they mean something. No in between, nothing to see, and yet you come working. You didn't care if you were bought or sold, as long as you got something. You didn't wonder where it goes and what was seen. You saw nothing. Won't forget where to rest my head. I won't forget where to rest my head. I won't forget where I can reach the end. Thanks.
Hey, my name is Kate Olson, and I usually use my opportunities in the Bushwick Book Club to try to do something that I'm not sure I can do and have never done before. So I created a music video for the song that I wrote that is entirely made up of people's social media submissions to the prompt, "What do you think of social media?" I thought that that was quite apt for the book, and I really enjoyed reading it, and I hope you enjoy the song. I tend to do things that are a little more experimental, so go on the ride with me. All right, we'll see you at the end. Turn on, tune in, drop out. 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 Give me a connection, give me a sign. Follow me, I'll follow you. Let's transfer our lives. Give me a connection, give me a sign. Follow me, I'll follow you. Let's transfer our lives. Give me a connection, give me a sign. Follow me, I'll follow you. Let's transfer our lives. Give me a connection, give me a sign. Follow me, I'll follow you. Let's trade loves for life. Follow me, I'll follow you. Let's trade loves for life. Follow me, I'll follow you. Let's trade loves for life. What really inspired me to write this song were these 3 Latin words that Jenny Odell quotes over and over again in her book, Voluntate Studio Disciplina. And that roughly translates to will, effort, and training. And I like the idea that while doing nothing is kind of in the title of the book, her answer to this world of social media, of general disengagement, is really, you have to invest time in the things that really matter to you. You have to be engaged in your local ecology. You have to be engaged in local social discourse. You need to be a person of the place that you reside. And that means a lot to me, especially right now, as we're seeing these wildfires just take over the West Coast, and it's really tragic. And I think that this kind of extra engagement that she's asking for is really the answer to all of our social media issues, and the fact that we feel addicted to our phones, and the fact that it's the only way that we can really connect with each other in any kind of tangible way right now while we're experiencing the COVID-19 pandemic. So I hope you enjoy the song. I'm sorry you don't get to see me play it. I did a ton of overdubbing and I did it totally studio style, so I can't actually play it all by myself. Maybe it makes you think a little deeper about your own engagement with social media and how you can be more present in your day-to-day life. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks to Aaron Starkey and Kate Olson for getting the music underway. And here's a friendly reminder that we welcome tax-deductible donations in lieu of a ticket charge at the bushwickbookclubseattle.com/donate or bit.ly/howtodonoth. Jon Yoon and Sean Morse are coming right up, but first, since we knew we'd be starting our productions virtually, Bushwick reached out to friends and colleagues to form a season-long selfie committee to share responses to book-related prompts each month. I'm excited to hear from these voices through the year, and we got things rolling by asking, what kind of nothing do you do best, and how do you do it?
The nothing I do best is sitting on my couch and staring out my window pensively.
The nothing I do best is jamming.
Hi, my name is Jon Yoon, and I'm so happy that you are here to watch the Bushwick Book Club's performance inspired by How to Do Nothing by Jenny Odell. This is a fantastic book. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend you do. It's a really good guide in learning how to just, as it says, resist the attention economy, which is basically, you don't have to be online all the time. You don't have to necessarily live stream, tweet, post, retweet, whatnot. Like, you don't have to be on 24/7, and that's what I pretty much took away from this book, and just enjoy being with you. So my song that I wrote is called Me, Myself, and I, and it is what I got inspired by reading this book. It was a challenge, but I think you'll like it. If you don't tell me. And I hope you enjoy the song and the rest of the show. Thanks. All right. My song's called Me and Myself and I. Because it's me and myself and I and my beautiful wife slash cameraman. Hello. No eyes on me, no, no, no. Don't need to give that attention. I wanna break free, oh, oh. Don't need those likes or mentions. Not hungry for that feed. Just craving authenticity. No artificial, superficial, silly things. I like to be with me, myself, and I. Just need to be with me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. And maybe you. Me, myself, and I. I need to be with me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. And maybe you. And maybe you. I need to breathe. Give me a fresh perspective, beginning with me. Some honest self-reflection. I'm making boundaries. Unplugging, finding peace. No self-expression, self-obsession, vanity. Just need to be with me, myself, and I. I need to be with me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. And maybe you. Me, myself, and I. I need to be with me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. And maybe you. And maybe I will fall hard on my face while running in this human race. 'Cause being wrapped up isn't always a gift. Now with myself all untied, I'll find myself now satisfied. 'Cause I'll have time to clear my mind to form these rhymes instead of just wishing to be with me, myself, and I. I need to be with me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. And maybe you. Me, myself, and I. I need to be with me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. And maybe you. And maybe you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just need to be with me, myself, and I. Just need to be with me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. And definitely you. Definitely you. Me and you. Me and you. Me and you. But mostly me, but you. And maybe you. And maybe you. And maybe you. And maybe you.
Hey Bushwick, my name is Sean Morse. I am here for your enjoyment and entertainment, I have a song inspired by this lovely, extraordinarily educational book for me, How to Do Nothing, Resisting the Attention Economy. I really identify with feeling like I need to recapture my attention. I have a lot of energy and a lot of focus that I send out in all different ways. I let out and I let it be out and be wandering about. I strain to put it together and put it in its order, its place to do work, to write songs, to do the work that I do as a nurse. And this book just really gave me a lovely framework for how, looking inside someone else's mind and how they experience this introversion versus extroversion, excitement and engagement, inspiration from the world. And this song was just rolling right out of me as soon as I finished the book, which is, good luck. So here we go. You were born at the edge of the wave and you don't even know that you're moving. And the wave is humanity's manifest destiny, endlessly whispering, soothing. So you sleep, wake, then sleep, all the while growing. And underneath the machinery strains, unaware of the option of slowing. You were 4, still just barely alive, and the world's a kaleidoscope turning. You know your parents worry sometimes, but it's not like the world started actually burning. So you sleep, wake, then sleep, all the while growing. And underneath the machinery strains, unconcerned with the way things are going. Before you could know, but how could anyone have ever known? Before you could know, but how could anyone have ever known? You were 10 and you go with a friend, wandering in the neighborhood wilds, full of freedom and focus, the monomaniacalness of being an unfettered child. So you run, duck and dodge, under trees trying to gain your attention. But your conscience for place, time, and your place in all this is an unimagined invention. You were 17, reading and looking and reading, learning while very distracted. You found purpose that no one can understand, hearing and seeing, living is action. So you preach, oh you preach, save the world, stop the lies. But underneath the machinery strains, pulls you back before you can rise. Before you could go, where would you say you were meant to go? Before you could go, where would you say you were meant to go? You were 38. Time has flown by as the stories all promise it will do. You have mastered some things, but it's been way too long since the list received anything new. So you slow, look around, and your eyes start to water. You take your first steps through life as a member, no longer to be a marauder. You're eternal, that is to say, that you finally made the decision. Find a place that fills you with awe, don't let it be a prison. And so you see, wait and see, all the while still learning. And when the moment comes and your will is numb, you stand up and feel the world turning. Before you go, you feel the whole world move. Before you go, you feel the whole world move. Before you go, before you go, before you go. Thank you very much.
The Bushwick team has been working extremely hard over the last 6 months to make sure we can continue to fulfill our mission of delivering literature, music, and songwriting to the Seattle community while building the next generation of musicians and readers. While some organizations canceled the rest of their seasons, our team and our artists shifted gears and developed an online version of our MainStage concert experience. We continue to pay our artists and provide a space where our community can still connect. We are currently offering our shows free of charge, relying on donations in lieu of tickets. As we look towards the future, committed community support is essential, which is why we are introducing a sustaining membership program. Sustaining members make a monthly commitment to support Bushwick. This plan will give us more stability and allow us to plan for the future. As we reflect on the last 10 years, we are proud and humbled by the support of our community and the family that has grown. If you have been with us since the first note, or are just joining us tonight, I hope you will consider becoming a sustaining member. You can jump in for as little as $5 a month, and that will provide us stability for our future. Check out our website, thebushwickbookclubseattle.com, for membership gifts like Bushwick Zoom backdrops, music downloads, invitations to private events, Bushwick merch, and some of our famous framed season artwork to display in your home. Also, if you sign up at the $100 a month level, I will come serenade you with this accordion. Or, if you sign up at the $100 a month level, I won't come serenade you with this accordion. Your choice.
Welcome to the first Bushwick Quiz of the new season, joined this month by 3 prolific musicians who also happen to be teaching artists with Bushwick Northwest's style program, Songwriting for Youth Literature Education. Performer, recording engineer, and one of the driving forces behind Whalehouse Studio Cooperative, Jack McCool.
Hello.
Songwriter and educator whose work has drawn the attention of Billboard and American Songwriter magazine, Ty Sean. And Seattle native and lover of all things creative, Megan Krantz. Are you 3 ready to play?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready.
Jenny Odell's How to Do Nothing decries the commoditized attention that drives social media. But not all social platforms survive in the dog-eat-dog digital domain. I want to know if you can tell the names of defunct social networking sites from brands of perfume. Every answer is one or the other, site or scent. First to 3 wins. Feel free to guess along at home. Jack, we'll start with you. Here we go. Defunct social media network or perfume? Multiply.
That is a social media network.
It was. Started in March 2004. Good work. You are on the board. Ty, you'll be next. Freshman.
Okay, repeat that one more time. Fresh mint?
Just freshman.
A perfume.
Oh, that's correct. Look at you. It's from 1815. Megan, My Sin.
My Sin. I mean, it sounds like a perfume.
Is that your guess?
Yes.
Oh, very good. From 1925. All right. No one got stumped once through. Jack, Gravel.
Gravel is a perfume from 1930, I believe.
Well, it's a perfume. You're 27 years early, but I appreciate the confidence involved in that answer.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Impressive.
Ty,
Someone
Streetlight.
knows their perfume.
I'm going to go with perfume.
That is incorrect. It was a location-based social networking platform. Megan.
Say
Coupe
MySpace.
Girl.
Say MySpace. Sorry.
Coupe Girl.
Coupe?
Coupe Girl.
Coupe Girl. Oh yeah, that's social network from 1999.
Sorry, February 2007 to March 2015. People connected around Japanese avatars. Okay. Jack, Lunar Storm.
Lunar Storm. I've actually worn that. That is a perfume.
That is incorrect. That was social network for Swedish teenagers in the first decade of the 2000s. So if you wore that, you got some explaining to do. Tie. Preferred Stock.
Oh, social network.
No, that was a perfume from 1990. Very good. Megan, Flirt.
I'm gonna have to ask you to spell that.
F-L-I-R-T, Flirt.
Okay, that is definitely a social network.
That is incorrect. A perfume from 1891.
It's
All
gonna be a
right.
social network.
Jack, Snuff.
Oh, I hope it's neither.
It's what?
But I will go with perfume.
That's correct. From 1940. Jack is our winner. Ty and Megan, we're going to keep going. All right. Ty, Lost Cherry.
Oh boy. I hope it's a perfume. So perfume.
That is correct. Not sure why any one of those answers is better than the other, but that is what it is.
What year was Lost Cherry? Just kidding.
Oh, 2018. Megan.
Yeah.
Bolt.
B-O-L-T.
B-O-L-T.
Bolts. I don't know what it would smell like as a perfume, so I'm gonna say social network.
I don't know if that logic helped you or you got lucky, but that is correct. Ty, it's all you until you get there. Iceman.
Perfume.
Oh, that is correct. From 2007. Nice work, everybody. Jack McCool has his hands in projects all over, including many creative and generous endeavors with Whalehouse Studio Cooperative in South Park, and he's one of the engineers and mix wizards who brings the recordings of Style students and their original songs to life. Ty Shan's living fiction album features all book-inspired songs, and her latest album, Traveling Show, was released earlier this year to wide acclaim. She performed at the first ever Bushwick Book Club Seattle show in 2010, and in many thereafter before moving to Nashville, but remote learning has brought her back into the Style fold. Megan Krantz, who has relocated at least twice for the sake of music, brings teacher training and musical passion into classrooms real and virtual. Her EP is Love Songs in the Desert. Thank you all for playing and for the time and care you give students finding their voices. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now, audience, some defunct social media network or perfume for you. Comment away if commenting is your thing, but don't Google it. Round 1. Pounce. Bluegrass. Hives. Pounce. Bluegrass. Perhaps a sort of earthy scent, or maybe a network for mandolin players like me. And hives. Answers coming in 3, 2, 1. Pounce is a dead social network. Bluegrass is a perfume. Hives, social network. Here's round 2. Be men. Be delicious. Delicious. Be men. Be delicious. Delicious. Put those best guesses out there. Table talk, side bets encouraged. Giving you answers in 3, 2, 1. Be men is a perfume. Be delicious is a perfume. Delicious was once a social network. Thank you for playing, and now back to the music.
Hello everyone, my name is Ben Mish. Happy to be part of another Bushwick Book Club project, Quarantine Edition. I read the book How to Do Nothing by Jenny Odell, and when I talk to people about the book, they seem to think it was a self-help book about how to unplug your phone, but it actually, I saw it as an exploration of digital minimalism from the perspective of an artist. And one of the characters in the book is the character of Bartleby the Scrivener from a Herman Melville short story. And so I wrote this song from the perspective of a modern day Bartleby, and it's called Philip Thrill. Phil Thrill, he swallowed pills when he came back from Tennessee. The years away had made him gray and hard for his eyes to see, but the pills were plentiful and alcohol was in his skull. He was okay to be himself next to an empty shelf. It's a pity how they took it away. Guess he was not meant to swing and sway. Oh, but all the good teams fade. Yeah. Phil Phil's memory built him up, but he fell. So he numbed all the feelings and stuck out for show and tell. They say blood is thicker than water, but he couldn't tell it to his daughter. So he wandered through his days looking for a job that might pay. It's a pity how they took it away. Guess he was not meant to swing and sway. Oh, but all the great teams fade. Yeah. So Phil was sitting still as his dreams declined. His friends had built up mountains, but he got comfortable with his mind. He saw so many illusions, and I guess he had to lose them. So he followed up to the hill where a hill was hollowed. It's a pity how they took it away. Guess he was not meant to swing and sway. Oh, but all the great teams fade. Yeah, they're bringing him in, leaving him out. Not really sure what the fuss is about. It could have been better, but it's not now. Yeah. la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la, yeah. Thank you.
My favorite kind of nothing is sitting and thinking. I'm pretty good at it.
Where do you think this is all going? Barely alive, yet somehow hustling. Looking down while fires burn all around. If y'all would look up, you'd see a whole town pay for my attention. I'm not a whore. Your marketing department is a bore. Wake up, makeup, dress suit, tie. How many days until we die? Work, eat, lunch, drive, binge, watch, snooze. Day after day, I'd prefer not to. Swipe left, swipe right, swipe up now. Who's even there if you put it down? They tell us to keep buying more. Your $60 coat set off a class war. Read my algorithm, our public score. Don't call, 'cause socializing is a chore. Wake up, makeup, dress suit, tie. How many days until we die? Work, eat, lunch, drive, binge, watch, snooze. Day after day, I prefer not to. Check the red or blue box. Who are you for? Why is paying attention such a snore? Wake up, makeup, dress suit, tie. How many days until we die? Work, eat, lunch, drive, binge, watch, snooze. Day after day. Wake up, makeup, dress suit, tie. How many days until we die? Work, eat, lunch, drive, binge, watch, snooze. Day after day, I prefer not to.
I like style class, and you also get to write your own songs and read books.
I love style music class because it is super fun and you get to make your own music, lyrics and beats. So you should join.
Thanks to Ben Mish and Bushwick first-timer Rowdy Maggie for keeping Bartleby's flame alive. And to you for your tax-deductible donation in lieu of a ticket charge via the links on your screen. It's so important to us to continue to fund artists creating new work right now, and always. And we thank you for your support. And now let's hear from Jaspar Lepak and Kristin Chambers.
Hi Bushwick, I'm Jaspar Lepak. I loved this book. I can't even tell you how much. I basically underlined half of it. I started a number of songs inspired by it. What I landed on is an instrumental, and I have only written one of those before, so this was an adventure for me. The thing that most spoke to me in this book is her idea of productivity and how we have gotten so caught up in productivity defining our value that we are losing our connection to our deeper selves, our deeper thoughts, our physical communities, our planet in general. And I'll just quote, this is just from the intro. I even underlined a bunch of stuff in her introduction. What does it mean to construct digital worlds while the actual world is crumbling before our eyes? I see people caught up not just in notifications, but in a mythology of productivity and progress, unable not only to rest, but simply to see where they are. This place, just as much as the place where you are now, is calling out to be heard. I think we should listen. And so this book was just like permission to listen to this place. She talks a lot about nature and our connection to it, and how important it is to know the names of the plants around us, because when we can name them, they become these living bodies that are also part of our community. So I had downloaded that iNaturalist app on my phone that she uses, and I've been identifying all the flowers and trees in my neighborhood, the spiders. It's been really fun. It's brought back to me this sense of curiosity and connection that I didn't imagine would be so powerful, and just learning the names of things. She talks a lot about open space and space that gives us permission not to be productive, but just to be. She spends a lot of time in the Rose Garden in Oakland, and talks about that place as a place that doesn't really have a perfect purpose except to wander and to take a break and to give ourselves space. She quotes Gilles Deleuze, French philosopher. I'm just going to read it because I think this was my favorite quote in the book. "We're riddled with pointless talk, insane quantities of words and images. Stupidity's never blind or mute, so it's not a problem of getting people to express themselves, but of providing little gaps of solitude and silence in which they might eventually find something to say. Repressive forces don't stop people expressing themselves, but rather force them to express themselves. What a relief to have nothing to say, the right to say nothing, because only then is there a chance of framing the rare and ever rarer thing that might be worth saying." This video that's going to be your backdrop to this instrumental is of Piper's Creek. If you look close enough at it, you'll see water striders on the surface of the water, and just some beautiful reflections of the sun. I hope you all feel more permission to do nothing and to have nothing to say after you listen to this. Okay.
is a problem these days. How do you do nothing? For me, it's not so much about playing the guitar because that's so much what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe I could just like stare deeply into the eyes of one of my many little friends here at the Playhouse. I could look at the art. Oh, I could play some records. That's a really good way to do nothing. Always a good idea. There's all kinds of things to read. All kinds of things to read. But it's so hard to read these days. I could think about the past. That's a lot like doing nothing. People you've known, the past, places you've been, like Mexico City, that you'll probably never see again, ever in this whole lifetime. London, there's a place I'll probably never see again in this whole lifetime. There's my dad. Hi, Dad. But, you know, really, studying, all those things are not really nothing. I guess there's the yard. Could go out in the yard. Ooh, I could ride my bike. But that's not nothing. That's exercising. Oh, man, nothingness is hard to achieve. You could go in the kitchen and you could eat something. That's kind of like nothingness. You know, the best way to do nothing is to just hang out with my fish. There he is. He's doing nothing for me right now.
Hi, Bushwick Book Club, and everybody who chose to read the book this time around. I really enjoyed it, and I feel like obviously it's very relevant right now. I chose to write about the idea of being removed from life, and sometimes that happens to you instead of something that you're choosing to do. And it's happened to me twice now in life, pretty dramatically, and one time was after 9/11, and it really took me out of the scene for a while and caused me to make different choices, and definitely I would never be the same after that. And the other time is now, and I'm not quite sure how it will develop and how I'll be changed from unplugging. So I really enjoyed the book, and I'm so happy to share this song with you. It's called Before We Went Inside.
Never said goodbye. I thought that it was just another gig, just another night, closing down the venue. Shared a ride floating down I-5 to the porch lights, search for my keys while you waited on me under a satellite. Then I went inside. I went inside. You never got the chance, couldn't afford it. Blueprints and unrendered plans, a heart unforaged, tip of the iceberg, ship sailed romance. Storm warning, it grew in the night, and you held on tight as long as you could stand. Then you went inside. Yeah, you went inside. I'm an unfinished letter postmarked downtown, and there's only ghosts there where I could ever be found. You're an ungranted wish, the well drained to the ground, and I don't think you'll want me when we get back out. When we get back out. I can sleep all day, ignore the sunlight, coffee at midnight, waste all my time away, watching the shadow. There's faces on my phone, but I still feel alone. Just traces of me and the one that you used to know. Before we went inside, before we went inside, I never said goodbye.
Thank you for tuning in, for listening, for sharing space in these distance times. Click those thumbs and hearts for Aaron Starkey, Kate Olson, Jon Yoon, Sean Morse, Ben Mish, Rowdy Maggie, Jaspar Lepak, and Kristin Chambers. For style teaching artists, the Bushwick Selfie Committee, and our partner organizations, our season sponsors splashed across your screen. Alicia Healy at the Winter Blue Room for technical and streaming support. The Bushwick production team of Elisa Newhall, Melissa Montalto, Michael Wallenfels, and Executive Director Jeff Larson, and for all the pieces that keep this humming. Please stay safe, connected, and kind, and we'll see you next month for the special anniversary show, 10 years to the day from the first ever Bushwick Book Club Seattle show at the Can Cabaret.